I didn't know exactly what it was we were walking towards. It was just the three of us, a stack of bags, and a flight number. That's how every journey actually begins. Not with a strict plan, but with a gate. And then Madeira appeared beneath us. Green cliffs dropping straight into the Atlantic. Mountains folding on top of mountains from the air. It looked like something that was always there, but it hasn't. 600 years ago, this island didn't exist. Well, not to the people who came to call it home. Madeira was born out of fire long before that, pushed up from the ocean floor over millions of years, shaped by lava and rain into impossible cliffs. But it was 1419 when Portuguese sailors blown off course first saw it. A year later, they came back and they settled it. 600 years of human story layered on top of 5 million years of geologic ones. I kept thinking about that as our plane touched down. How ancient this ground is and how new we are on it. We landed carrying suitcases full of questions about what this year of discovery could be. What joy could be like if we built our life around finding it. And somehow, this island, closer to Africa than Lisbon, its own subtropical world of laurel forest and hand-cut levadas carrying water across the mountains that mainland Portugal never had, felt like the right place to begin. Madeira has always been its own thing. Not quite Portugal, not quite anywhere else. An island who took in whoever the sea brought it. British merchants, escaped enslaved people, curious travelers, and made something entirely its own out of them. Maybe that's why it felt right for the first chapter of this project, a place that knows how to become itself. I experienced all of it through my family's eyes, through Henry discovering what it means to truly learn on the side of a mountain, through Matthew understanding that a different life was just ahead from the one that he knew and he left behind, and through a particular joy of having my daughter Elle here with us. Elle joined our family in 2015. She was just 15 years old. She had come to us from Mexico. This year, 2026, 11 years later, we're finally able to adopt her. And this was our first step on our journey, and we were all together. Because Elle had just begun her own service in the Peace Corps, and she had come here to see us in Madeira before disappearing back to her own work. So this island holds that for us as well. Not just where we begin, but where we were, and for a moment, we were whole. Elle will go back to Senegal, building her own pocket of joy in a language that wasn't hers either. Different island, different soils, same instincts passed down without either of us naming it. Find the women, build the circles. That's the thread I keep pulling on. Every journey starts with a single idea. Ours started with a question about what our family could become if we gave it space. It brought us together across the ocean. Even while we were apart, it led us here. And it led me to two women, Suzanne Pedro and Lisandra Goncalves, who had their own idea to build the first all-women-run wine company in Madeira's history. One idea, one question, a million of possible answers. And somewhere in the uncertainty is where the magic actually lands. I have the pleasure and the honor of watching my family become itself on this island, the same way Madeira became itself 600 years ago. And now I have the honor of watching two women turn a page in their own island's history to write their chapter into it. I really love, it's really, really good. This is the Joy Chronicles, and I'm Jennifer Miller, and I want to introduce my two amazing guests. We have Suzanne Pedro, who's the head of finance and the executive director of Madeira Vintners, and we have Lisandra Goncalves. She is the winemaker, and she started in 2012. Do I have that right?
Yes, the company of Madeira Vintners started in 2012. Yes.
But main enterprise, which is Cooperative Agricole of Funchal, are 75 years old. So this is a new branch that we begin in 2012.
It's from the cooperative, yes. I know they wanted a winemaker, someone that lives here in Madeira. So they asked me to come to this project. I'm not from the beginning. I started in 2015. Now I do the part of this project.
Wonderful. Was it you, Suzanne, that started the project?
So this is not just only me, because I already work in the company at this moment, but this is a team. So this is not just me, but yes, I was in the beginning, in the building, in the construction, buying the equipment and everything. But I can say it's not fair saying that it's just me, because it is not. But I was in the beginning in the project, and other women colleagues, was in the beginning, Gabriela, Jacinta. So this is work from a team, not just me.
Of course. That's one of the things that I think is so amazing. So the history that I've been looking at is Madeiran wine was traditionally all men, it was a boys' club, right? They had, for 500 years, they were out at sea, making their wine, doing their thing, and then the two of you walk in the door. Or your whole team walks in the door.
we walk in, but in fact we are just women in this moment. But in the industry of Madeira wine, in the other companies, they are other women too. So we are the only that is just women. But we have very good colleagues in the other companies that it's important to mention. But we try to do our way, and to put some attention to the fact that we are just women it's true, Jennifer, it's the world of men's mostly, so it's not incorrect that you said, but in fact after us they are coming. In the other companies we have so many colleagues too, women, but it's not just an exclusive female team, but they are in this moment other women in the market of Madeira wine.
That's wonderful. That's awesome. What pulled the two of you into making wine? How did you feel it was possible? And were there women in your life that kind of brought you to this point where you thought, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life?
So I can talk of myself, and then Lissandra, I think, like she chose study this, I think she can talk for her. But I was here in the company when the administration decided to have a new business area, and we want to that the new area are in the agriculture. There's in some point something to see with the first business that we have, which is selling products for the wine growers and grape growers and everything. So we decide to initiate our activity doing Madeira wine, and then everything comes naturally. So we make the project, and then in 2012, unfortunately, we have so many production of grapes in Madeira, and there was very much, and some grapes aren't buy, because this was very untypical year of production. So that we already have the projects in mind, and we start to talk with the government and everything. So we decide to initiate our production in this year, but we didn't have yet the facilities. So we do that with rent some facilities of others companies in the market, and like I said, this is a very good help that we made this year, because we can buy so many grapes, good grapes, not bad grapes. So the production was very untypical, and we help so many people in this moment. So grape growers, the government, and the other company, because they can stay with the grapes of their typical clients. So this is like that.
I started in this area because my grandfathers, my grandparents, they used to make wine at home. It was allowed back then. So this is like I grew up doing vinifications there and dealing with some everything for the harvest. So this was like what I wanted to do, to learn more about wine. So that's why I came to this area. Also, Suzanne has their parents that has some vineyards as well. So
Yes.
The day I came to the facility, I couldn't do a tasting, so I did one of my own. And your wine is so good. And one of the things that I loved was it is specifically has less alcohol. And when you become a lady of a certain age, alcohol and you aren't friends anymore. She's so mean. She's so mean to you. So I had 2 of the small bottles. I had the semi-sweet and the semi-dry. And it was all amazing.
thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I
We
was really
purchased
happy with it.
that type of wine with the lowest alcohol we can get, which is 17%. Madeira goes from 70 to 22, and we wanted to have the smallest, the lowest alcohol, because we wanted some more elegant, more fresh, and that way it's the best way. And we also don't have the old wines that we could mix with the other wines. So what you are tasting, the 3, the 5, it's the original. That's why our wines also are quite brighter than the usual ones. Because of that, we don't have the older ones to give more color to the young ones. So what you are tasting is the pure 3 years, pure 5, and the pure 10 years that we are making.
Oh,
So when
well,
you see,
whatever you're
yes.
doing, don't stop. Suzanne, so you're operating in a market that hasn't had new producers for roughly 80 years or so. What did that mean for you?
Well, like I said, we have the opportunity with so much production to have a good entry in the area of this business. But then I think this is something that is a benefit for us, because it's something that is unique. So, like Lisandra said, we didn't have old wines, so we can make a wine from scratch and different, really like our what we idealize. So I think this is okay, and this is also something that is good to us, that makes some attention to us, because of this time that I have no new producer. And I think it's something that is good to our company. So, and it's unique. I think it's a very good thing.
Lissandra, you came back. So you were living abroad in New Zealand, is that right?
Yes, I was doing some internships in New Zealand, France, and some in the mainland. But then they call me, and then I return home, which is really good.
Yeah. So what was it? Did you only come because it was your home, or what was the pull? What was the pull back
Well,
to
to have a
Madeira?
new this like a new company of Madeira, it's quite a challenge as well. So this was also something good for me. So I always see Cooperative as a really good company, and that's why also it was like a push up for me to come, because to be home it's always good. So this is a two components that the did each other. So yeah, that's why I came home.
Oh, that's perfect.
And who doesn't want to live in Madeira Island?
That's right, right? My husband was already like selling our house. I'm like, slow down.
Come live here.
Yes. Well, you may be seeing me soon.
That's good.
You're welcome.
Suzanne, you work on the business side, and so how do you protect space for the craft for Lissandra's work? There's pressure to grow in sales, but how does the art and the business come together?
So we have a first area of business. So we can make the pressure to selling is not so exigent for us because like we have two area of business, we can make the wine with more calm and not so pressure because we have the other area that can maintain and let us and Lisandra make the wine with some calm because we have already funds coming from the first area. So like I said, it's like the wine business is like our baby, something like that. So we have to take time to take attention to educate and so hopefully with the first area of business we can do that like that and the pressure is not so high. If we just have the business of winemaking, the things are totally different for sure. So like we have the two areas and one is going, it's going well and it's giving us the funds and the money to maintain and to make the wine with time. It's very good. And I think it's, again, something that makes Madeira Vintners very unique.
This question is for both of you. What moments of joy in the cellar, not proud moments, but moments of joy that you capture, and what is the reason you do this?
So I think for me, the moment of joy, this is when we release a new bottle, that we discuss all the details of the image and what we put in the label.
All this backward.
Yes, when we finish one new wine different with that everything we work across month to decide. And then the other moment is when I have more too, not just one. And the other moment is when I go to the fair and the events of wine, and when sometimes they look at us like we are the new company, feel young, and they maybe said, maybe they didn't know what are they doing. And then I just need to serve a glass of wine. And when they taste, I see a change literally of the way that they look at us. So for me, it's another very, very important moment when we see, I don't know, like we said in English, but preconceito.
It's like when you see some
It's one idea that the people have to something,
Yes,
but
they
it's
think
not the
one way.
really. It's like they say, didn't judge a book by the cover.
That's
It's a little
right.
bit like that. So
Yes.
I think that it's the same for us. Didn't look, we are, well, I'm not so young, but we are looking young and we are very with good humor and we like to play and to um, make some jokes, but we are doing a very serious work. And sometimes I feel very joyful when I see that the person think that maybe we didn't know what we're doing. And then when he tastes the wine, the change of the face, of the eyes, of the way he looks to us, it's very, very a good moment. So, and the other moment that I can remember now, and I think for me, like director, but not so like Madeira Vintners project, but like a director, the very important thing, it's the very good work of the team. Because I think if I have to work to Lisandra several time of the day, it's always a joy. It's a very, we have a very good team, and I think that we can work very well. We are ladies. Sometimes they say that ladies are worse to work, and with between ladies, it's so many problems. But I have no problem to go with her to a fair. For me, it's a moment good. If I'm going with her, I feel that is a very good company, and I know that we are going to work, but to her happy. And for me, it's the three things that I have so much joy with the Madeira Vintners project.
Yeah. Same.
Well, it's funny you said that about women like competing. I had talked to this other person, and I think we're told we're supposed to be competing. But I think really at our core, when we come together and we make things, beautiful things, that all falls away. That myth is busted, and it's just, we realize it's just not true. Yeah. Were you guys friends before you started working together, or did you become close through your work?
No, it's in the work. We didn't know each other, so
There's a development during the work.
yes.
And so for you, Lissandra, same question. What brings you joy when you're doing this work?
It's the same as Suzanne as well. And also when we receive the people to see our facilities, taste our wine, they get really surprised, which is really good to have that joy. And also when we go to the field and check and talk with the wine growers and everything like that, they are really great people, and a lot of women as well working in with the grapes. So this is good to see they are really strong. They are like working for a whole year just to get these grapes, and we expect to have the best grapes at the end and for them as well. So this is quite challenging. So this is also a really good thing to see that the product has this beginning, all this process, and all these people involved, and which makes I think a good wine as well. So this is good for us to see everything, all of this. Yeah.
What would you want people to feel about women and wine on the island of Madeira 10 years from now?
I think that the Madeira one is like women's. So with the time, with the experiences, with everything, women's are components of everything that they achieve and everything that they learn. And we think that like the wine, Madeira wine, it's never too
It's like
but didn't have an expression that. And
It's getting better.
the older the better.
yes, and I think every woman, it's not just us, but every woman in this highland are very strong women and with so much complexity and experiences, because this is an island. So some opportunities are different, some of others, other countries and other locations. So we think that women in Madeira and it's have to be strong because they carry weight like the males. They do everything like the males, and I think that this is so have points equal women and the wines with the time. So I think my vision in 10 years, this moment, it's to compare a little bit the wines and the women's with this complexity and the experiences of life that make women strong and independent.
I love that. I love that. Oh my goodness, this has been such amazing gift that you are doing. And I was telling Lissandra that when I'm looking to find out about the people who I'm researching, they become a little bit like celebrities to me because I'm learning all these really cool things about the two of you, and I feel like part stalker but part fangirl. Because I'm just like, and one of the things that I love and everything that you're saying really resonates is that every woman I've asked about this project, they lean in and they just do it. And I think that it keeps beautifully confirming my belief that if we work together, amazing things happen.
Yes, for sure.
Your wine is one of them, and I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, unless you have some last words that you want to share about anything.
Just come visit us so we can show you around and to taste more of our wines, because you only taste the 3 years, I guess. And we have the 10 years already, so you will be, I think you'll be surprised with the other releases that we have. So you're more than welcome to come.
I just want to say that I think every woman or every people, not just women, as every people, have to work for the ideals that we have, and to have to work hard to achieve something, because it's not so easy. We can we can talk about the joy of working in this project, but of course we have some issues, we have some problem, but in the end of the day, the important that we make it. So it's for me the most important thing, and this is that I want to finish or tell at least, it's that everything is possible. And if we can make that here in Madeira with a very industry very old and with more male in the industry, so everybody can do everything they want. The way is not easy, but it's possible.
That is perfect, and I couldn't agree more. All right, well, thank you so much.
Jennifer, we have an online shop, so we
great.
send.
And you just go to your website.
It's not a problem. We can sell wine for all around the world.
Oh, thank goodness. Mwah. Oh.
Okay, Jennifer, thank you so much. I'm very grateful to you because you came here and Lissandra was out and so many people in vacation, and I didn't have the time to talk to you like I wanted and to do the taste it. But you, like every woman, you don't get the towel off, and you continues, and I give you my contact, but you continues to send email and WhatsApp. So I want to really to thank you to don't
Not giving up.
not giving up. Yes,
Oh,
to talk
thank
with
you.
us.
Thank
You
you.
made it worth not giving up, for sure. All right, ladies. I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Bye,
Have a
Jennifer.
lovely
Good day.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.